Hey everyone, Unoriginate here. I know it's been a very long time since I did anything on this channel, and you might be wondering what cool project is he working on. Is he doing another animation? And then if I just allude to my playtime here on Valheim, that might answer the question for you. So I've been spending a lot of time with this game. I think it's an amazing game. There's lots of videos out there to validate that, but what I'm going to do today is just take you through a bit of a walkthrough of the base that I've built with some buddies online, and just sort of show you what we've been up to with my originally named character, Nick. So here we are sitting in the bottom floor of my home's long hall, let's have a little look around. This is just the keep I made in our village with a hearth. Couple little nooks and crannies, little coves for eating and drinking. You can see out here the seawall and the dock over there, as well as our communal long hall and our portal room. We'll have a look at that soon. I like to make it look lived in, so there's a couple of askew rugs. There's a box here for all my meat and fuel for the fireplace. Somebody left some cold carrot stew here as well. Oh, we've got some braziers that aren't lit, just to light up the scene a little bit. And then I've got a couple of weapons just decorating the walls here. I've got my stag breaker, my original bronze axe, a mace that I made and have yet to use. You don't need it when you've got this guy, but yeah. So if you take a left when entering the hall, you go down and you head down to my catacombs, where I just have a workbench. Through here is a little portal room that I have for personal use, and then just my storage with all my wants and needs. This used to be a blacksmith area, so I'd have my kiln here for making charcoal, and my forge here as well. I think I had them out in the open actually. Just through the other end of the downstairs is my private dock. I usually have a carve here, but it got destroyed in a storm, and I made my way home on foot, so I haven't replaced it yet, but we're just next to the lighthouse. We'll go up and have a look at that soon. But you get a good view of the house from over here. Let's head up upstairs and have a look there, shall we? Through this side we have another staircase, and I've got hidden in here a little parlour room. I haven't really made a use for this, but I was just looking at the house from the water and I decided it needed a little bit more dynamics to it. I just need to repair these. These got weathered when I was building it. I never repaired them. There they go. And through here is my mead space. So this is a place for socializing. It's for more of my elite group. You know, not just the common gaggle that would be down there. But you get a good overview of the hall here, and you can see the fireplace going up to the chimney. Through here is where I moved my blacksmith table. So this became a bit of an armory. It is not yet complete, but just all my historical weapons. My tower shield, my iron sword is hanging here above the workbench, and I can look out over our harbour. Just see the comings and goings while I work on whatever is next. That doesn't align very well, does it? I need to do some work on this place. Also got some feathers on my roof because people like to just randomly kill birds in here. Let's head on upstairs. This is a bit of a weapons wall. I just made a few extra shields. I haven't used these ones, even though they look like they've seen a bit of action. I just thought they looked cool. And up here is my main council chamber. We recently only just killed Modor, so we've been discussing what we do with his eggs. I want to eat them, but you can't. So, and then this is where I push people off when they annoy me. You get a good overview of the whole house from up here as well, which is good. And just through here is the bedroom. You can come through here and close the door, and then once you're in here, you got the dragon bed, a little sleep, got the brazier keeping you warm, and is it not sleep time yet? There we go, have a proper sleep. And you can wake up and just look out over the rest of the village, which sounds like it's being attacked by boars and greylings. One little thing I did, which I like to do here, is a little hidden chest behind here. It's where I like to keep some of my stuff. But you don't need to know about that. You don't need to see that. That's all good. So let's go back out here and have a look at the rest of the base, shall we? Lovely day for it. So just out the main entrance here, you can see this house here used to be my original house, but I donated it. It's actually all been torn down and rebuilt from scratch just to make it one tile bigger. But we've got the esplanade here. This stairway goes down to my dock, which is currently underwater. Over here's the lighthouse. This has been torn down and reconstructed a few times as well. It used to be a bit higher, made out of wood, but we've gone for a lower profile stone look and covered it. That way we can get a bonfire up here. It's a lot more effective, and you can see out over the bay sometimes. There's also a little stairwell up here, and you can also come in the side there and just do a survey of the eastern gate. I made this gate myself. It's the most elaborate gate, but it's also the most impractical because there's nothing over there. I think we've also been attacked by some trolls or something, because we are losing. We have lost a couple of stones off the wall here. Just maybe there's like nice high towers so that you can overlook any approaching parties, but all that really comes this way are graylings and deer. Ooh, that was very close for someone who doesn't have a crosshair. Bugger off. Here you can see the main entrance. Get out of here. The main entrance with all of its glory. So any approaching force would be funneled into this little area here. I'm actually really embarrassed. I've come back to re-record some stuff because in showing you guys the gate, I forgot to show you... That was a deer running past there? I forgot to show you the best part of the whole thing, which is this little side room. Don't know how he got in here. But this little side room here, next to the gatehouse, if you open this up, it leads to this little secret doorway, and then things get a little bit splashy down here. Obviously something has attacked and taken out a tile, but still it leads under the grand bridge here, and this is our neck collecting area. You can get yourself some necks for very little effort. There we go. I call it the neck door. But yeah, something has been in here and taken out a little bit of the support pillars, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Anyway, back to the video I recorded like, I don't know, a week ago and haven't got around to editing. Coming in here you can see this is a gatehouse that one of our constituents have made. And he actually lives in this house here over the gatehouse, so get a nice entrance here. I did all this paving work which took a long time. But we've got our main storehouse here, so we pull all of our resources usually. So it's a level 7 forge and a level 5 workbench, which is awesome. Like I said, we only just did Mordor over the weekend, so we've only just got the artisan table, and we've made a strategy there just to build that in the plains, because that's, you know, the blast furnace makes sense to have that in the plains. It makes sense to have windmills and everything in the plains, and so that's all over there at the moment. This is one of my colleagues' homes, which he's affectionately called the Tavern because it looks like a tavern. He's built it over the water here, so he gets a good view of the ocean. I don't know how these waves aren't coming into his house right now. Here's a look at our communal long haul, which we haven't really made a good use of yet. But it's set up. It's ready for people to come in here and share a drink. This is kind of the main square, I suppose, where we drop off items to the smelter, and there's another couple of homes up over there. I like this little stairway here through the trees. And then this is kind of where I lost motivation to keep paving, so this is a dirt track. Another gatehouse over yonder. And the portal room. So I guess the other thing to look at would be the other base on the other side of the map. Right, so here we are in the, I've affectionately called this Minas, as in Minas Tirith, because we're placed in the plains right next to a giant mountain. So from this point you can see our barley and flax farm, you can see the main hall with the windmills in tow, and right up the top there on the stone spire is my home, which I've now sort of permanently moved into. And down here is a tunnel that I built leading all the way down to the harbour right at the bottom, so that initially we were going to move silver out of here from that mountain, because there are about 7 or 8 mines in that mountain, half of which have been drained and the rest are still waiting to be strip mined, and that's just to protect us from death skeeters and furlings and the trip way down to the harbour. So if we go down this spiral staircase and then down this tunnel, we're now on ground level. Now we're underground. You can hear the death skeetos. He's following us. Might have a fight on our hands through here. Bugger off. Here we are at the harbour. Longship awaits. You can see all the way back up to the top with the castle. Sorry, I just got to sort out this rabble hanging around the house. Ooh. Got him. Don't ask me how many hours I put into this, I do not know. This is the blacksmith tower, so I built this next to the furnace farm. And on the other side is the charcoal tower. So let's put away some of this black metal ore that I got. Add it to this pile. And let's get some silver going. One thing I need to fix in this game is how far away from the ore all my furnaces are, but that's alright. And while we're waiting for the silver, we can get some black metal going as well. Oh, so tired. And then one can simply just wait up here and watch the magic happen. So after some time, once you've had these things going for a while, you can come down here between the ingots and the ore and open this door here, and you find a lovely pile of whatever it is that you've been smelting. So we've got some silver, some black metal piling up here. We've actually got some other ore in here that we can put through. So I've got some iron scrap that will pop in there as well, because we want to make some linen armor, some padded armor as well. So that's all on part of the plan. Right, so we'll let that do its thing for a while, and we'll come back to a nice pile of different kinds of ingots. Down this staircase, which you kind of saw before, there's a left here. You can come around and here's the ingot room again. Close it off. But if you pull it right, you come down into this main hallway, which has a hearth built right into the base of that giant stone spire. So this is, I've reinforced it with stone. I don't think that does anything. This is a few hits away from this entire spire coming down, which is a bit of a combination of me being just a little bit over enthusiastic with my pick, but also early on in the building of this base, when it was just all on the other side of the spire. This spot here got smashed out by a lox when I angered it, so I try and be a little bit careful. I've got some ditches now to stop them from getting across. This is just the storeroom here. It's in progress. And down here is our charcoal stove system as well, which kind of is the same. Rains down charcoal here. So while all this is happening, I normally head on upstairs and take a nap in the great hall upstairs. So let's have a look at that, shall we? It's a good view here from the top to look at, make sure all of the furnaces are firing. I don't know why the black metal gets stuck like that. It just happens. So here, this is the ground layer. I haven't built anything here yet, but I imagine this will just be another storage area. Maybe a cooking area. I might treat this as a bit of a kitchen, like a walk-through kitchen. What I could really do is I could wall this off so that people coming out the stairs didn't have to see the kitchen, but would still get the buff from the warmth. Up the staircase, you come down through to more of a living room area, which has space for cooking. I have a spare silver shield that I popped here, and you can see the hearth from below. This is a shared chimney. So it's all the same chimney stack coming up from the middle, and the whole house is sort of built off that, off the spire. And we come up to the top, and this is the Great Hall. So this just has a regular fireplace that I built again in the same hearth. There's a brazier up there that I don't know if I can fill from there. Well, I can shed a little bit of light. I need more braziers up here, but that's the dead center of the roof there. But we'll have a little nap, and we'll have a look at this in a moment. There we go. This is my bedroom. It's got a hearth built in, so I can be comfortable. Got to have that comfort level. Alright, another day is upon us. This is an eastern facing window, so you know, and at this altitude we do get the snow on the roof. So I don't know if this open window concept is a good idea for a bedroom, but hey, I'm wearing wolf armor. Oh, I'm not wearing my wolf cloak. My Lox cloak, sorry. Should be wearing my Lox cloak up here to stay warm. Over here is the western facing window, which you can see along the mountain range on a fine day. Our southern facing window here, you can see the Great Road all the way down to the bay and the bay beyond. And our northern facing window gives us a good view of what's going on in the forest, but at the moment it's obstructed because we have planted a lot of trees. Just through here we've got this nice little opening, then you've got this like little bay up ahead where there's just this spit of land in the middle, and I thought that was a perfect defensible position where you could bring boats in. You can see my watchtower already. Oh, there it is, it's all popping into place. But early on in the game I was having dreams of building all the time and I had this dream of like a plinth of rock coming out with a traditional wood building on top. So that's what I built here. It's not 100% done. I kind of left it alone when the plains base became a thing, but this is it from the front. Through here we've got the main entrance. Here was my little forge I set up. Down here was a portal room. Now it's a bit of a storage room. Camera gets a bit janky. Got our lighthouse. It's not the greatest construction, but it works. This is my carrot farm, which I've yet to start farming carrots. And through here we've just got a couple of rooms that aren't really in use. This was the Great Hall / bedroom, with a nice view out at the harbour of incoming ships. What I really need to do next, I guess, is build a mountain fortress where I can tame some wolves. So that'll be the next thing I do. If you want to see what that looks like, you know, stick around, sub to the channel, and we'll look at that in the future. But for now, this is really it. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.